It is. It's true. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So thank you so much for being here. And right now, we're going to come in hot with the latest in entertainment news. Mzansi, I can't wait. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be good. And we're diving deep into all the glitz, the drama, of course, and the biggest headlines shaking up the industry. And joining us, who better than Peten Smith, all right? From Good FM, host of Cape Town Original Sundays 12 to 3 on Sundays.
Hectic.
Still, fun times,
still crazy, still very much nervous. And I just think it's such a moment for me still to have a midday slot.
Sure.
From where I was, still where I am right now, but so grateful.
Because the journey was evenings.
Evenings,
yes. Into when the sun is out.
Yeah. No, it was from 10 till 1, now I'm literally 12 till 3 midday on a Sunday.
Wow.
But I'm such an old soul, you know this by now.
That's a beautiful time, because if you think about Sunday, we think about sometimes there's a little bit of old school. There's people waking up from the weekend. It's that prime time where everyone's like a bit more present.
Yes.
I think it's such a beautiful time to have conversations and music. I'm like, come on, what could be better?
And I love that you said prime time, because then it's ashokosakla. Like it's lunchtime. It's like, what are you doing for the afternoon? Are you planning a trip out with friends and family members? What's your vibe for the day?
Setting up our Sunday.
And just going into lovers' afternoon,
You must, because Sundays are for lovers.
So listen, we've officially got our 12 to
3.
12 to 3 Sunday. Okay, so that's sorted. I don't need to make plans. We need to sort out Saturday now.
100%.
No, Saturday we're recovering on the Sunday. That's what's happening.
Deal.
And I've listened to you driving through, cruising through the mother city on a Sunday. Beautiful stuff, music selection, vibe on the show. Absolutely beautiful.
Half of South Africa, thank you.
Good FM is where you need to be. All right, let's get into some entertainment news now. We got to start up with one of my favorite women in the entertainment industry, and her name is Nandi Madida. Not only is she gorgeous, but also she is such a powerhouse of a media personality, and she recently came out launching her new podcast. Now, if you know, she is a mother. I think she's a mother of 2, girl and a boy, and she's called it the Motherhood Network. And it is so beautiful. I've been seeing her media tour moving around about the podcast, because she said, you know what, we actually need an honest take and an honest conversation when it does come to motherhood. I know she's been quite honest with her journey and her kids and the experiences that they are having, and it's great that she's now created an actual platform. She said, this is the community 100%. That I'm bringing back, right?
100%.
I hope it's a real community, because I'm so tired, Peadon, of seeing these beautiful women give birth and then they look beautiful afterwards and there's no problems. They're just smiling and they're just perfect pictures and life is hunky-dory. I'm like, hang on, this can't be real.
Yeah, the behind the scenes. We need to see the raw and what's happening behind the scenes.
Yes, I agree with that.
Because,
go ahead.
There's so many women, I think the real thing right now is with Nandi, and what's great about this is that so many women go through things in life, but social media has created this perception that it needs to be perfect. You need to look like this after birth. Do we speak about the postpartum of 100% of all of that? And I think this conversation really just lights up and educates women within communities where there's a lack of education.
But you're right, because imagine thinking about this and feeling this and realizing, but no one else that I watch online has experienced it, so there must be something wrong with me.
Yeah, 100%.
And now you think you isolated in your feelings, and then you're like, it becomes a bigger problem. But knowing there's a community, knowing it's normal to feel this way and people go through it, I think that's so needed right now. In this world of smoke and mirrors, authenticity is being celebrated, and I think this woman is doing it in such a beautiful way.
Absolutely. Shout out to Nandi. Her and her man are both absolute powerhouses, and we can't wait to have you on the show to talk a bit more about it. She said she's bringing together people, and women specifically, in business, in healthcare, creatives, and also policymakers. So she's going across the board to make sure that women are supported and women are heard. So very excited about this village for moms, essentially.
But also just to add to that as well, I also think now it's more educational to men as well, how to treat women after giving birth.
Come on.
And I think that's great, because sometimes men, and I don't want to say all men, but some men aren't educated on how to navigate things with why are you moody, why are you silent.
The hormones are going crazy.
100%, and this is just educational for both parties, how to raise this child in a healthy space as well.
I would agree with that. So shout out to Nandi. We love to see it. Let's stick with some national news when it comes to entertainment. I know this has been a legal battle for quite some time. We all love the song Jerusalema. Makes us dance, makes us move at every wedding, every celebration. But the unfortunate news is that Ebo Zikoda, who of course is the vocalist on it, recently actually lost her legal battle against Open Mic Productions in the High Court in Pretoria. Now, she's been fighting to basically say that she needs her royalties from the global hit because it took over the entire world. And it was so beautiful, and she just didn't see the reward of that. So she said, but these are my vocals, why am I not seeing it in my bank account? And unfortunately, she's lost this legal battle now.
Wow, what a shame, because literally this song represented South Africa and Africa for the best part of I don't know how
100%.
long, and it globally lifted people up in such a beautiful way. It's a shame that there's this negative association. Why are we not giving the people the flowers they deserve?
While they can smell them.
Yeah.
And she took to social media to say as well, this was a song that really brought so much light and love into communities, into spaces. And for this now to happen, it's such a darkness over the song as well. But this is also a perfect example of how many of our artists struggle post their success. Like, we see people getting Grammys and South African Music Awards and all of those things, but after that we're like, why is your car being possessed? Repossessed rather. Or why is things happening to you? Why can't you afford the cost of living? It's because we don't give the credit where credit's due, and people aren't being paid fairly for their hard work.
Absolutely.
I think you're so perfectly hitting the nail on the head. We have so many, again, these smoke and mirrors and these beautiful accolades, but it doesn't put bread on the table often. It doesn't put fuel in the tank. It doesn't pay for your kids' school fees. And I think navigating, especially in South Africa, being an artist, being a creative, it's really, really difficult. And again, maybe these are more of the conversations we need to be having about not just the glitz and the glam, but what's happening behind the scenes. How are you sustaining yourself up until that point where you do maybe break through? And what does a breakthrough really entail? Because clearly it's not just a pile of money. That's what we need to be honest about. And how do we leverage that success to allow us to actually sustain our career? I think that's the conversation we need to be having more of.
Yeah, I'd agree. And also just talking about the support for artists, because she expressed a disappointment, and we feel it with you, Ebo. We really wish you the best as she continues the good fight, and we hope that you will see your compensation in the end of this. All right, another local star, Abdul Khoza. We've seen him on our screens. We absolutely love him in things like The Wife, My Brother's Keeper. He's been fantastic in those shows, and he has now announced the fact that he's taking a step away from acting, and he's actually going to pursue a career behind the scenes in the entertainment industry, which sometimes is actually the route and the blueprint to go. You've done your thing. You can always come back and do an appearance, a cameo here and there. We're ready for that. But for now, maybe get into the producer role, get into the director role, the script writing role. I think could be quite nice to even expand your skill sets.
He is a creative.
Thank you.
He's a very great creative as well. But from what I've seen and what I've read about him, and I just think like in the general space where he's at right now, being behind the scenes and taking all his knowledge and his creativity and just putting that into production is absolutely amazing. I'm excited to see what comes from it.
Yeah, I'm also excited because you often see something different when someone comes from that front end and starts learning some of the puzzle pieces and realizes, hang on, I could do more. I could express in a different way. I could do better. And I think that's something to look forward to because it's a unique perspective, adding more pieces of the puzzle, creating a picture that I think could be phenomenal.
Yes, I'm really excited for that experience to also be added in, because sometimes there does feel like a disconnect, right? You're on this side of the camera, you're doing your thing, but the person behind the camera or sitting upstairs somewhere doesn't quite know what's happening.
I don't know.
It does help if they've had that experience before. So shout out to Abdul Khoza. We literally cannot wait to see everything that you have on your path for you and going forward. Please keep us up to date on social media. We also want to see what's happening. We have part 2 of your entertainment news coming up really, really soon. And then also, Peadon, did you know we're going to put you in the hot seat?
Listen.
Were you aware of this?
Yes, I am.
Oh, are you ready?
I'm not. I don't know what I'm sipping on, but I might sip through all 11 questions.
We can't wait to get spicy with Peadon, man. He may not be ready, but it's coming his way soon. So make sure you stick around right here, Expresso fam, for the best in entertainment and the best in food. We still have to finish our fish curry, coconut fish curry with Jenny Morris, and get into so many good things.
I'm picturing making a curry on a Sunday between 12 and 3.
Ooh, I like the look of that. Peten Smith in the background on Good FM. Original Sundays.
Perfect.
Come on now. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Just a short break, and then we're back here in this goodness talking about entertainment. Part 2 is coming your way. Peten Smith still on the couch. And yes, we're not going to put him in the hot seat right now, but what we are going to do is talk a little bit more about our superstars, both locally and internationally. Can we just say that we've come such a long way as South Africa?
100%.
Like, we've always had stars, we know this, but the state that we're in right now is another level.
The world is recognized.
They've raised the bar, eh?
I'm telling you.
And so many of our international artists abroad, they are now coming to South Africa, visiting, coming to try the culture, what music and entertainment is like this side. So we are doing a great job.
Yeah, Rick Ross shouted out Durban, he said Cape Town, he said Joe. Absolutely great getting the nod from fans, of people at least that we absolutely love. But Peadon is here 12 to 3 on Good FM Cape Town Original Sundays. And from radio to entertainment. Do you have entertainment on your show, by the way?
No, not
He
at all.
is the entertainment person.
The music is. The music
And
is.
music is a big focus. It's that
100%.
R&B, old school.
I have a soulful segment on my show where it's like lovers. So the kids need to be one side, or
Thank you.
we either need to eat, and the mom and dad, it's alone time. So I call it In the Eyes.
I almost feel like I need to say thank you on behalf of like a lot of my family because you're bringing up the jazz moves as well for
Come
us.
on.
You're bringing up so much nostalgia on a day like that. And for me, even growing up listening to that music when my parents were growing up, it's like, hang on, 360, it's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So even me with my 2 left feet, I felt like I could even I could jazz, bro.
Stop it, not both.
bro, none of you.
Us.
Terrible. It's fine. I balance you all out. I can jazz just a little bit. You can dance just a little bit. All right. Let's get into the first story and talk about Dineo Ranaka. She made a comeback to Metro FM, and we love to see it. We've missed her on radio, actually. And she recently has come out and said, you know what? I got a man's.
Oh, yes.
I got me a man's. She said on social media, she first debuted him at the Metro FM Awards, which is a bold step.
100%.
That's a big move,
That's a
actually.
bold move out in Mpumalanga.
Sure,
That's
man's
a man.
looking good.
And fans have been celebrating them, which I also love that everyone is happy for her,
Yeah.
just showing their support for our radio royalty. But that is a bold move.
Imagine bringing your partner to an event for the first
First
time.
time.
In Joburg, it's fine. Imagine in Cape Town.
Your
Bro.
questions will be asked.
I'm
Everyone
telling
wants
you.
to know everything.
But you know what? Sometimes I wonder, women also do this on social media. They basically put their man out a picture so that other girls, they want for you to say whether you know him or not, in what capacity you
Is it
know
like a
him or not.
tester? Is
a
that what it is?
tester.
Oh.
You're testing the water.
Yeah.
And then if somebody comes to you, listen, girl to girl, then you know, this isn't the man. Let's keep it moving.
Wait, so this is a cool thing for guys. So guys, if you see yourself on the chick's story or woman's story or vice versa,
That's a
then
test.
be aware this is your trial period.
It's your trial.
This is your
Probation.
3-month probation.
3-month probation. We wish them all the happiness in the world, and we love to see our queens
I got to
smile.
say one thing I'm loving that's trending, and I'm here for the trend. If it's a trend, if it's reality or not. But the fact that when we do celebrate and talk about partners and new loves, South Africa jumps on board with it.
Yes.
And we get behind it in a positive way. I mean, I was sharing that in my engagement even. What an overwhelming
They love
experience
it.
to see how much South Africa loves love and gets behind it and genuinely seems to be supporting it. It's something I think so incredible in our country.
Definitely.
Yes, we are also there for the dark times.
Very
But I mean, let's just see it this for what it is. The fact that we love in our country is something
Yeah.
that I really celebrate. And
Oh, it's beautiful.
moments like this just echoes that. So we have a really beautiful side to us as South Africans. And I love seeing that part of it in moments like this.
But here's the question, right? If I'm coming along with you on your journey of love and you break up, do I or do I not deserve to know the reason?
No, 100%.
Or
And
you
that-
break it down for me?
Because my thing is always like, we've been here supporting the love and
Since
we've
day
been here
one.
supporting the journey. And all of a sudden, you're just like, I know myself, I know my worth, I'm better. I'm like, excuse me.
Hold up now, yeah.
And,
We've been cheering you guys on what happened. And it's like, I know my worth. What happened
But
to the
give us-
worth together?
You know.
Yeah.
We want to know the
If
details.
you're going to make a statement and do something like that on the Metro FM Awards, you deserve to give us a statement when it comes to the end of the tenure.
Post-breakup,
100.
Yes.
thank you.
That's what, like
Did
for
the
like.
probation period work out or not? Let
And
us
what
know.
happened during? What's
The
the
people want to
cause?
know.
I love it, man. All right. Okay. Sjava, another South African that's
Oh, yeah,
absolutely
can't
killing
stop
the
talking.
game. Definitely. I recently saw him, I think a month or two ago, out in Joburg. And what a performer. He's absolutely incredible. And when it came to the Met Gala, I mean, he showed up and showed out. One of the most prestigious fashion fashion events, the Met Gala was the talk of the town, and our very own Sjava set sights on, he's setting sights on the 2026 Met Gala. And I think that's so great because this year we had Tyler on the red carpet. We had Nomzamo Mbata on the red carpet. We had Patrice Motsepe's wife, I forget her name, on the red carpet looking absolutely gorgeous. So why not?
Yeah.
Set that intention. Manifestation station.
And let me just say, so many of the guests on the red carpet wore original pieces from South Africa. And I'm like, why not invite these designers as well to showcase to the show? Because it's such a, like Tyler's flying the SA flag so high for us. But I also think like her pre-Met look, wearing proudly South African like attire was absolutely incredible. But please make South Africa involved. You guys are using our style and our vibe.
Yes, I agree. And also, if we're on such a big platform, yes, we loved your Jacques Mousse outfit, but why not wear one of our own? I mean, Tebe Magugu could have shone on that red carpet, you know? Just like Nomzamo wore a local piece, so that was really exciting to see. But yeah, we would love to see some more local showwear.
I think about the opportunity that we have not only as vocal artists and musicians, but literally this, as designers and creatives. I think it's coming hand in hand with this momentum that's being put up on this global pedestal. And it's inevitable that the incredible designers that we do have in our country are going to shine along with this momentum.
100.
So I'm hoping to see more of this so that we can celebrate it. Because, hey guys, if you think Tyler's stuff was good, wait till the rest. Our country is loaded with magic.
You're really waiting for our invite.
Invite at this point. And what's great is that I don't know if you've ever seen Sjava anywhere, but he's got that Malume uncle look down. And to see that shining, I mean, this year would have been great as they celebrated dandyism. I mean, he would have looked epic. I would have loved to see his take, but next year, I definitely can't wait to see Sjava on that Met Gala carpet. Anna Wintour, hello. Please see us, because you know it's invitation only, and as the editor of Vogue, she is the only one that can say, come on through. So hopefully she's listening.
There's 3 names you need to add.
We are waiting.
We're waiting.
Just add us onto the guest list, even if it's just hosting the red carpet at this point.
I just want to snap a photo of somebody, you know? All right, let's get into the BET Awards. Last year, South Africa absolutely shone. Tyler dominated, and it was so good to see. And now we know that with the ever-changing landscape of music in SA and the collaborations that are happening, South Africa continues to shine and just display our creativity, which is always so good to see. And the BET Awards season, as we know, it celebrates Black excellence on a global stage. And listen, they announced their nominees for the 25th edition. And we've got some people, some familiar faces here and there that made the cut. And I'm so incredibly proud of everybody that was out there. The likes of Gala Tuksin.
Sure.
I feel like as soon as you hear that, you already know it's going to be a jam.
After 12.
What time is it?
After 12.
We're having a good time. Hip-hop star and superstar Maglera Doughboy, his name also made the list. And then our beautiful DJ duo TXC was there as well, nominated for Best New International Act for that award. And then our girl Tyler, of course we see her.
Listen.
She was nominated for Best International Act, and it's just so good to see us shining so bright.
Oh, it's insane. And again, we've been speaking about this throughout this section, but it's so cool to see South Africans, and just more than one, because I think if you think 5 years back, this didn't exist. This wasn't even like, it wasn't even a dream for South Africans, because we just thought that this is our place and we'll stay here. But the amount of boundaries that we've broken through when it comes to all these awards, it just reminds us of the incredible talent that we get to showcase here, homegrown in our country, and it's getting shone around the world.
Sure.
And I must also just give a shout out to Shoma Josie, because she started and also created with what was it, John Cena's song, and that was the first time we were like, we in America, we made it. And then Tyler followed after that, and shortly so many Black Coffee and so many other of our great artists are there as well. But I think what's happening right now is that COVID really kind of created that space where international and South Africa connected. And that is what's great in the music industry right now, entertainment-wise as well.
We realize the gap's just so small, right? There's very little separating us from our international counterparts. And we are just as talented, if not more talented. They just told me that in my ear. It wasn't me. But we are so super talented.
Listen, Beyonce flew out 3 dancers to be in a music video. Beyonce,
the Queen. You already know.
on.
But I'm so proud of Dala Tuxin specifically because I feel like he's just got us through so many evenings of groove. Like Friday nights, Saturday nights,
you know when it plays you have a bottle of water and it's almost home time, you're like, I need to focus, I need to focus.
But it's one of those things where you're walking out and your song plays, and you turn around and you make a cup. For some more goodness,
Absolutely.
man. But congratulations to all of them. Dala Tuxin, Maglera, Doughboy, TXC as well, and our girl Tyler. Continue breaking those boundaries. And they are the other international acts that made the cut as well. Super proud of you guys. And we can't wait for you to bring it home because that is exactly what we expect from you, all right? And we definitely have faith enough to believe that you can do exactly that. Well, that's your entertainment news.
Sure.
Thank you so much for being here.
It was a mouthful.
It was a mouthful, but I love that we focus the spotlight on our local scene.
100%.
It's so beautiful. You very much touch on the local scene when it comes to music.
Yeah, 100%. So a lot's happening in and around Cape Town this time of the year because, you know, we're going to winter season. And so many of our artists, like we know Craig Lucas and all of those are doing great right now with new music and things happening. So excited to see how the next 3 months unfold.
Are going to unfold. It is also hibernation season. Lots of us are in our houses. And Craig Lucas mentioned that he's dropping an EP soon.
Oh, he is.
And the 4
So
singles
excited.
leading up to it have just been mind-blowing.
Even Paxton is busy with new music right now. Two of my favorite artists, if I can add, right now, that's really just very silent, but when they come out with new music, it's just like,
bangers.
This is what we need.
Yeah, and when we look at the Metro FM Awards that we just had, I mean, Bassie killing it with 3 awards that she took home. I'm just like, we're fine. We don't even need the Americans. We don't even need the guys in the UK. We've got our talent right here across every genre. Kwaito, house, hip-hop, R&B, everything that we need is at our fingertips. Beautiful stuff. Well, that is your entertainment news. We still have to get cooking in the kitchen in just a little bit. But Peten Smith, can we give him a warm round of applause? That was actually to throw you off because just now we've buttered him up enough. You're going to be put in the hot seat.
In the hot seat.
Wow. the hype before
Yes, before the fall.
You were never ready.
And on national TV, we're going to watch it, Peten Smith. We're so excited for that. We'll get to it just after this.